All right, so if you're parenting a toddler, you know the daily struggle. It's real, right? The constant negotiations, those huge emotions, and that feeling that you're just trying to survive until bedtime. But what if there was another way? A more peaceful way? Today we're going to explore the amazing insights from Simone Davies' book, The Montessori Toddler, that find a totally different approach, one that's all about working with your child, not against them.
Does this sound familiar? The second you ask your toddler to put on their shoes, bam, full-blown meltdown. Or maybe you feel like you say, no, don't touch that, about 100 times before you've even had your coffee. It can really feel like your entire day is just one big battle of wills.
You've got the defiance, right? You ask them to come here, they immediately run the other way. You say it's time to go, and suddenly they've turned into a puddle on the floor.
Oh, and the mess. We've all been there. Food on the walls, a minefield of toys, a little trail of chaos that just seems to follow them everywhere they go.
Yeah, it's loud, it can be super overwhelming, and it leaves you feeling completely and utterly drained. But what if we've been looking at all of this completely wrong? The Montessori approach says there's a whole other way to see it.
Okay, so this is the first, and honestly, the most important shift we have to make. It's all about our own perspective. What if, instead of seeing this little person who's trying to make our lives difficult, we actually tried to see the world through their eyes?
You know, one of the most fascinating ideas here is what Dr. Maria Montessori called the absorbent mind. Get this, a toddler's brain isn't learning consciously, step by step, like ours does. It's literally just soaking everything in, like a sponge. And when you think about it that way, it explains so much, doesn't it? That unstoppable curiosity, their impulsiveness. It's not defiance. They are literally building their own brain from all the raw materials around them.
So here it is, the huge reframe. What looks like misbehavior is actually development in action. That explosive tantrum, it's not manipulation, it's actually a sign of trust. It means your child feels safe enough with you to let go of all those overwhelming feelings they just can't manage yet. And when they're walking so slowly it drives you crazy, they're not trying to annoy you. They're busy being tiny scientists, noticing every crack in the pavement, every ant, every leaf. The point is, their behavior has a purpose, even if we can't see it at first.
Okay, so understanding their perspective is step one. But what do we actually do about it? Well, the first big tool is about shaping their world so we're not just constantly reacting to their behavior. It's about creating what Montessori called a prepared environment.
Just imagine a space in your home where you almost never have to say no. That's the goal. That's a yes space. The idea is to set up your home so your child can be independent and explore safely. When you get rid of the temptations, the breakable vase, the open outlet, you get rid of the conflict. You're basically adapting the environment to fit the child instead of always trying to force the child to fit into an adult's world.
And this is a perfect example. See how everything is at the child's height? The materials are organized, they're easy to get to. This isn't just about being neat. It's about sending a powerful message. It says, you are capable. You can do this yourself. It empowers them.
So how do you actually show them a new activity in this amazing space? Just remember the acronym SHOW. When you're demonstrating something new, like how to pour water or use scissors, use slow, deliberate hand movements. And here's the secret sauce. Omit the words. Don't talk. Because if you're talking while you're showing, their brain is trying to watch and listen and it gets confused. By being silent, you let them focus 100% on your movements. It makes it so much easier for them to learn.
So we've prepared their physical space. The next tool is all about preparing our words. The goal here shifts away from controlling their behavior with rewards and punishments and moves toward guiding them so they can develop their own internal compass.
Oof, this one can be a really tough habit to break. We say good job for everything, right? But think about it. Constant praise can actually make kids dependent on our approval. They start doing things to please us, not for their own satisfaction. It becomes an outside reward instead of an inside one. So what's the alternative? Simple observation. Instead of judging what they've done, just describe it. Say what you see. You stacked 3 blocks right on top of each other. Or, wow, I see you used a lot of yellow paint. This shows your child that you are truly paying attention to them and their effort. It invites them to feel proud of themselves without needing you to tell them to. It's such a simple switch, but it is so powerful.
And what about those tantrums? You know they're going to happen. Well, this is your game plan. Your job is to be the calm anchor in their emotional storm. First, just acknowledge and name the feeling. You are so frustrated that we have to leave. Then, become a sportscaster. Just narrate what's happening without any judgment. You are crying really loudly. Your body is holding on tight. Let them have the feeling.
And when the storm passes, and it always does, that's when you can teach and repair things, not during the hurricane.
So when you start putting all these pieces together, the big mindset shift, the prepared environment, the respectful guidance, you're doing so much more than just managing behavior. You're actually cultivating something much, much bigger.
The ultimate goal here is to protect and nurture their natural-born curiosity and their sense of responsibility. And this means following their lead. If they're obsessed with trucks, then lean into trucks. It means including them in the real work of the house because they are desperate to contribute. And maybe most important of all, it means slowing down. Rushing a toddler is like trying to rush a scientist in the middle of a huge discovery. Their pace is the pace of learning.
And this is exactly what it looks like in real life. It's not about buying fancy, expensive educational toys. It's about letting them stand on a little stool and help you stir the pancake batter. It's in these simple, everyday moments that they're building concentration, they're working on motor skills, and they're feeling like a valued, capable member of the family. This is where the real magic happens.
So that leaves us with this final, really important question. What if parenting isn't about a series of battles that we have to win? What if it's a relationship that we need to cultivate? What if our job isn't to control them, but to connect with the incredible, curious little human they are right now? Making that one shift, well, that can change everything.